So this happened. A lot to talk about in this episode. Now, just to put this in perspective, this is how I started the day. Today, I want to use this time to talk about the midlife crisis that I'm kind of coming out of right at the moment. I haven't said anything in a while, but I figured this is a good time not only to talk about the science of it, but also to fill you in on what I've been going through and how I'm coming out the other side. All right, let's get started. A lot of this is all put in perspective a little bit more because of what happened. I'll fill you in a little bit more on that at the end. Now, I do want to talk about midlife crises. In fact, I've been trying to talk about this all week. Let me just start off and let you know, I feel like I've had major burnout. At the end, you can help me out. And the reason I want to talk about this is it is something I have been going through for the last 6 months or so, leading up to my 40th birthday. And I also think it might be something that some of you can relate to. Midlife crises are something that happen between about 40, 60, 65 in there. Oftentimes it's because you realize you have imminent mortality. You start to regret your life decisions. There's some depression maybe, anxiety, and often this is marked by a dramatic change in lifestyle. Stereotypically, you'd go out and get a big new sports car, you'd date a younger girl. I'm not doing any of those things, but it does make me reevaluate what I'm doing. So I am going to be making some big changes, not only with this channel, but in my life too, because I think what I'm going through is actually really important. It's allowing me to think about the important things in life. In some ways, I'm kind of happy I'm going through it earlier. I do want to make this little disclaimer. Having gone through the literature, not every psychologist believes that a midlife crisis is even a thing. Obviously, in popular culture, people talk about it a lot. That's what I've been telling my friends I've been going through for a long time. Some of them definitely said, that's exactly what you're going through. Some people said, no, you're way too young for that. I think I'm right within the range of what the literature says. Plus, it's the best way I can describe what I'm feeling at the moment. One of the reasons psychologists often say midlife crises are not a thing across all human beings is that not every culture in the world experiences at this midlife time this what we would call a midlife crisis. For example, if you look in Eastern cultures, and they did this in Japan and India, people in mid-age don't experience the same things we do here in the West. So the idea is that maybe this midlife crisis that we are calling it here in the West is cultural and probably triggered by this culture of youth that we have. Now, I see that all the time. Maybe you've experienced this too. If you look on social media, some of the most popular people are not our elders. They are the young, the fit. I don't know exactly what I'm going through. Some psychologists might call what I'm having a midlife stressor, which is often triggered by an overload of life responsibilities and too many roles that you're trying to play, which I would say this probably definitely the case as well. I mean, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, a general fixer-upper at the house. I'm also running my own business, which means I wear a lot of hats. I'm behind the camera, I'm in front of the camera, I do the editing, I do the writing. I'm also doing the books. It's really difficult at times. And with the kids being crazy, sometimes that sets me over the edge, which is why Haley sent me up here into the mountains of Colorado for a week or two so I can have some time to think, try to figure out where my life is going. Maybe I can get over some of these stressors that are making me a little depressed at times. The other thing that's kind of a problem is I've spent my life trying to get people to explore the outdoors, realize that science is important in their life, know this place better. 5 plants that you may not have known you can eat. You never see those in stores. It's good, right?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's why I did Untamed Science. And at the beginning, Untamed Science was about trying to make science exciting because people weren't doing that online. We did hang gliding, skydiving, we did all sorts of extreme things mixed into the science stories that we were telling. And that's not what motivates me anymore. I have a hard time explaining how Untamed Science fits into anything. Obviously, I'm here on the river kayaking, but that's in part because the most motivating thing for me is to get people outside, show them the outdoors. Plants you can eat.
Which one's this?
This is alfalfa.
It is?
Yeah.
What can I eat? The flower?
It tastes like, yeah, you can eat the flowers, the leaves, all of it. Also, I'm not sure what's exactly broken with Untamed Science. It's right on the edge of even being able to sustain myself. I'm gonna make a huge change going into the future, and this is where I need your help. I don't wanna make a change in a bad direction. I wanna make it in a good direction, and to do that, I think I need to be very self-aware. I wanna get your feedback. And so this is all I'm asking. There's a Google form down below. If you would be willing to help me out, even if you don't like me, but you want me to go in the right direction, it would be helpful. So there's a few questions on there that will help me figure out what my strengths are and what my weaknesses are on camera, the way you guys see it. And even better, if you could get somebody else to watch a video or two that I've done in the past and have them comment, you could fill those answers in as well. It's all gonna be anonymous. You don't have to worry about me knowing who you are. That's totally fine. I just wanna make sure that I'm doing the right thing. And the reason I'm doing this is that I've seen many channels in the past, and some of them I can clearly say, well, this is why you're not doing well. This is your strength, but you're not doing that. You think you're David Attenborough or something, but really you're this amazingly something person. And I think I should just end this with a full cut of my swim. Row aboard. Ooh. Hey, Cameron! No, the bridge! Nice! You ready for this? You lead the way. Crux move! I wanted to finish this on a positive note though. I went back to the river today and I made sure that I didn't go away from this whole experience scared. I conquered what I was afraid of, and I think I'm moving in the right direction. Today I'm here to conquer my fears. I have the skill, obviously, to do this. It's just, I had a little bit of a confidence buster last time because of the swim under that ledge. But we're gonna do this. I'm not gonna let it defeat me. Attempt number 2, wall slammer. Here we go. Royal Court. Ready? fill you in a month where I'm going with this. Where'd it go? My shoe! Get the shoe! Get it! It's right there! Yes! Yes! I did not have to buy new shoes!